Hello and Assalamualaikum to Madam Rozia. Today I want to make one presentation of elasticity of demand. My group member name is Muhammad Syakir Adha, Muhammad Anik Danish, and I, Muhammad Amirul Naimi Masdi. Table of content is what is elasticity, type of elasticity, price elasticity of demand, cross price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, example of goods. What is elasticity? Elasticity is general measure of responsiveness of an economic variable in response to a change in another economic variable. Economics utilize elasticity to gauge how variable affect each other. The three major forms of elasticity are price elasticity of demand, cross price elasticity of demand, and income elasticity of demand.
Types of elasticity. Elasticity. There are three types of elasticity. The first one is price elasticity of demand. Next one is cross price elasticity of demand. And the third one, income elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand demonstrates how a change in price affects the quantity demanded. It is computed as the percentage change in quantity demanded over the percentage change in price, and it will commonly result in a negative elasticity because of the law of demand. The law of demand states that an increase in price reduces the quantity demanded, and it is why demand curves are downward sloping unless the good is a given good. It is common to simply drop the negative of the quotient. This is the price elasticity of demand graph. The first one is perfectly inelastic demand. The second one is inelastic demand. Third one is unitary elastic demand. The fourth one is elastic demand, and the fifth one was perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly inelastic demand. Perfectly inelastic means demand is steady even though the price changes. Demand is fixed even though the price increase or decrease. The same quantity will be demanded despite the price. The elasticity coefficient of perfectly inelastic demand is 0. Inelastic demand. Inelastic means the demand changes in a small variation in response to a comparatively high variation in a price change. Product demand is inelastic when the price change has a minor effect on the quantity demand. The elasticity coefficient of inelastic demand is less than 1. Examples of inelastic demand. Necessary products like utilities, tobacco, food, fuel, and medical drugs are typical examples of products with inelastic demand. Unitary elastic demand. Unitary elastic demand means the demand changes in a similar proportion to a change in price. This is where the price decrease equally increases the demand and the price increase equally decreases demand. The elasticity coefficient of unitary elastic demand is equal to 1. Examples of unitary elastic demand. A typical example of unitary elastic demand is electronic products. As an example, mobile phones, essential electronic products, home appliances. Elastic demand. Elastic demand means the demand changes in a large variation in response to a comparatively small variation in a price change. Product demand is elastic when the price change has a greater effect on the quantity demand. the elasticity coefficient of elastic demand is greater than 1. And the last one is perfectly elastic demand, also known as infinite elasticity. Perfectly elastic demand means even a minor variation in the product price result in an infinite change in the quantity demanded. The demand is infinite only at a specific price. Even a slight change in the price will eliminate the entire demand for the product, resulting in zero demand. The elasticity coefficient of perfectly elastic demand is infinite. Examples of elastic demand are like food items, luxury items, and fast-moving goods are elastic, since these products are replaceable on another product. Examples of perfectly elastic demand. A company in the Washington, United States sells Apple for $2 per pound. If the company increases their prices, then the below will be the result. There are many companies in Washington, United States which sell apples. The same competition of the price is extremely high. The price of all companies are at the same level due to this factor with a very low profit margin. On the other hand, customers can easily purchase many substitute products, for example, oranges or grapes, to fulfill their needs and easily switch over with supplier as well as the products. Hence, any company which sells apples cannot increase the price, which result in zero level of demand.
Calculation of price elasticity of demand through the midpoint method. The midpoint method is a commonly used technique to calculate the percentage of price. The primary difference is that it calculates the percentage change of quantity demanded and the price change relative to their average. Here is the price elasticity of demand midpoint method. Next. Factors that affect the price elasticity of demand. First, availability of close substitutes. If a consumer can substitute the good for other readily available goods that consumers regard as similar, the price elasticity will be considered to be elastic. If consumers are unable to substitute a good, the good will experience inelastic demand. Second, if the good is a necessity or a luxury, the price elasticity of demand is lower if the good is something the consumer needs, such as insulin. The price elasticity of demand tends to be higher if it is a luxury good. Next, time elapsed since a change in price. In the long term, consumers are more elastic over longer periods, as over the long term after a price increase of a good, they will find acceptable and less costly substitutes. Next. Here is a cross price elasticity of demand. What is cross price? Is an economic concept that measures the responsiveness in the quantity demanded of one good when the price for another good changes. Here is the cross price goods. Demand for Y, substitute goods, graph. Demand for Y, complementary goods, graph. Demand for Y, unrelated goods, graph. So what
Positive cross elasticity. Good X and Y are substitute goods. Negative cross elasticity. Good X and Y are complementary goods. Zero cross. Good X and Y have no relationship. Income elasticity of demand. Measures the sensitivity of the quantity demanded to a change in income. Here the formula income elasticity.
Income elasticity of demand. Income elasticity of demand got a four of demand. Elastic income, inelastic income, negative income elasticity, zero income elasticity. Type of good is a luxury goods. Example of luxury good such as antique furniture and diamond. Inelastic income. Type of goods, normal goods. Example is food and clothing. Negative income elasticity. Type of good, inferior goods such as used car and low grade potatoes. Zero income elasticity. Type of good is necessity goods such as rice and vegetable. This is a graph of income elasticity of demand.